Live, it says live.
There we go, and we are live. So,
Woo!
welcome to today's Clubhouse Q&A with this month's guest expert, the wonderful Gay Richardson, who is the author of The Wardrobe Diet, which you can buy on Amazon. Gay is with us all month, and we are, I'm going to read it straight from the book, learning how to buy less, wear more, and always feel fabulous. And so we're about a week into this month's challenge, and I'm loving all of the interaction that's happening on the Clubhouse. It's going incredibly. It's brilliant to see women outside of their running clothes, and I know I'm learning a lot. Gay, do you want to introduce yourself and tell us a little bit about the Wardrobe Diet and how the concept came about?
Yes. My name is Gay Richardson, and I founded my styling company about 11 years ago. And my aim was always to make all women, any size, any age, any shape, and any budget, to look and feel fabulous in their clothes. So the Wardrobe Diet is like a recent product of all those years of styling and working with lots of different women of all different shapes and sizes. And it's kind of what I've done myself and I didn't realise. So what I do is I use my clothes to motivate me to stay the same size. So I've got to a size that I'm happy with. It's not really skinny, but I feel comfortable and it's healthy. So therefore, all my clothes fit. I've spent years building up a collection of clothes that I absolutely love, and I've got something for virtually every kind of occasion. So when they get a little bit tight, which sometimes they do, I go, okay, I'll have a little bit less wine or cake or cheese or whatever it is, and then they fit. And my motivation is that the clothes make me feel good, they make me look good, so that's why I keep the same size. And basically I'm lazy, because same as you ladies, it's such a drag to go shopping. You troll round and round, you can't necessarily find what you're looking for. I love doing it for my clients because I'm on a mission and I know exactly what I want to get for them, and 99% of the time I do. But for myself, I'm the same as you. It's a drag. Anyway, so therefore it's another incentive to stay the same size, because those things that I might have spent hours finding will still fit. So it kind of works on many levels, and if you're staying the same size, you're generally keeping a little bit healthier, you're looking after yourself, and in the end you're happier, because when you open the wardrobe doors, there's always something that you could use, and then you just top up every so often if you see something that's great, a great pair of shoes, a bag or a dress or whatever, and very, very slowly rotate it. And also it's more environmentally friendly than buying loads and loads of stuff and then just chucking it. So it works on many levels.
I think, and I don't like talking on behalf of the Clubhouse ladies, but I would imagine a number of people watching this will think, well, that's all well and good for you because you're a nice slim lady, and some of us have had years and years of yo-yo dieting, and in an ideal world I would like to be, I don't know, a size 14 and to stay that size so that I can build up my wardrobe, but it's never kind of really happened for me that way. I haven't probably been a size 14 since I was a teenager, so, and I know in your book you say, choose a size that you think's right for you and stick with it. But I think a lot of us in the Clubhouse are not particularly 100% okay with the size we are and would like to be smaller. So we're on this kind of constant journey towards that size. Yeah. And different things come up, whether it's having children, whether it's depression, whether it's injury. There are so many things that happen to us that mean that for one reason or another we gain weight again. So there is this kind of vicious cycle which you do talk about in your book. So what advice would you give to somebody that probably or possibly will never get to their ideal size?
Well, I would just do it for the size that you are then, so that we have to get dressed every day, and if you can put on something that makes you feel good, you've started off the day in a better way, be it whatever size, be it you size 22, 18, 8, whatever it is. If it's good colours for you and a good style, or just wacky and you love it, it makes you feel better. So that is the other thing. I totally understand what you say. I've been actually lucky I've not had ill health that I've had to take drugs or put on weight or anything. So I do understand. I've had clients. But still, if you've got something clothing that makes you feel good, it's going to make you feel a whole lot better and be able to deal with all those other problems. So,
yeah, and I would say that for me, I've been everything from a size 16 up to a size 22 over the last 10 years, 10, 20 years. And what I find is once I go over that size 20, I start to panic a little bit, and I'm a lot more stringent with dieting, and I think, right, get myself together, because for a number of reasons I feel unhealthy at that weight.
Yeah.
So I hate shopping at that weight. Clothes don't seem to fit on me well at that weight. Whereas I would say for me, when I'm a size 16, I love all of my clothes. I feel great. I feel all my curves are in the right place. So possibly what I need to do is stop worrying about getting to a size 14 and just stick with being a size 16 and find the right clothes, that make me feel great, and just get rid of everything else.
Yeah, I think as you get older, I mean, I always joke to people, I was a size 6 when I was born, but as you get older, it's got to be a size that's for you and your lifestyle, so everything you said, that you can relatively easily maintain. Because if you're always starving yourself and striving to get smaller, it's no fun, is it? And it's hassle.
Yeah.
But I think, like you said for you, I don't know, it also depends on your height and your bone structure of what size you should be. If you're comfortable with 16, definitely go for that, 100%. But try not to go any more. Then we're going to go shopping, aren't we? I'm going to do a bit of your wardrobe. We'll get some really lovely things, and hopefully they will inspire you to stay there.
Yeah.
And to me, it's just a different way of looking at it. And like I said, as you have to get dressed every day, you might as well put on something lovely rather that makes you feel good than something that makes you feel rubbish. And then it's at the beginning of the day, I mean, you might as well go back to bed.
And particularly when you've got the stress of, an important meeting at work or an occasion, it's normally those times where we get we get that thing of, what the hell am I going to wear? And it's important that I feel confident today. And we open up that wardrobe, and quite often we've got so much stuff in there, but it's still nothing to wear.
It's like most people, and everybody that comes to me is the same. But once you've got some kind of guidelines, I'd say it's a bit like a recipe. If you follow the recipe to start with, you know that, fingers crossed, the cake's going to come out all right, and then you can start to tweak it a little bit. And it's exactly the same for yourselves. If you choose good colours and good styles to start with, they're going to make you feel really, really good. As you get more confident, and like you said at the beginning, yeah, you can wear something that makes you feel good, even if it's not that flattering. If you feel good, that's the main thing. And I think confidence and smiling and being happy is way more sexy than being skinny and showing skin and all that sort of stuff.
How drastic do you think we should be with kind of getting rid of stuff? Because at the beginning of the year we did a whole month of decluttering, both in terms of kind of stuff that was going on in our heads, but also kind of our physical environment. So I know a lot of women went through their wardrobes and got rid of clothes that didn't fit them anymore, didn't make them feel comfortable. And I know I've got, you'll see when you come and have a look at my wardrobe, but I've got a couple of drawers where I never go in there. So why don't I just chuck all of that stuff away? Because I obviously don't wear it. Or I look in there, can't find anything, and close it back up again. I should just get rid of it.
Yeah, it's very cathartic. Not arthritic, cathartic. If you clear it, and it's always good on your, the universe and things, clearing all the stuff. If you're not wearing it, somebody else could wear it. I mean, I give my stuff to a charity shop, just because I'm too lazy to try and sell it. But I give it all to a charity shop because I feel that helps. And then somebody else can have it. And like you say, it's in the drawer. You're not using it. Let it go. You open it. It annoys you. You shut it again.
Yeah.
If you then got in that drawer, you could just have a few things of, I don't know, some tops or T-shirts in toning colours. You go, that's my layering drawer.
Yeah.
And that's done. So I think it is really good to clear out things. I do initially if they're really old and bobbly or worn or got little holes, let them go.
Yeah.
If you really love it and it's a great piece, I call it days are numbered. So you keep it until you've replaced it and then you let it go.
Yeah.
If it's emotional, you're allowed to keep those, but we put them at the back of the wardrobe because we have emotional pieces, that we can't. and then don't do everything all at once, and I would put it in a bag and leave it. And if you haven't looked at it for the 6 months, then don't look in it.
Yeah.
And let it go.
Yeah.
And it is hard. It is really hard. It is hard.
I've found that I've got a few dresses that I absolutely love, but I feel like, God, I can't keep wearing that because in all my photos I'm in the same dress. So should I be kind of looking at that style and thinking, well, that style suits me, let me put it in a different colour or a different pattern, or you know, should I be?
Absolutely, definitely. And look on the label where you got it from, and that could be a really good shop for you if that dress fits you. The other thing you can obviously do is change it with accessories. So your stripy dress you wore the other day, I'm not sure what the weight of the fabric it is, but when it gets a bit cooler, if you put a little jumper over the top and maybe wore it with a little boot, people wouldn't know it was a dress, they think it was a skirt.
Yeah, and it is that kind of heavy material, actually, yeah.
So, we wear it with tights, or you could put a jacket over it or a cardi. So it still is the same thing, but, you know, I know the young ones can't, they have to have a different outfit for every photo of Facebook and Instagram and everything. And it's expensive and it's hard work.
Yeah. So I'm going to jump straight into some questions from the ladies. Because, you know, the engagement this month has been brilliant. I think everyone's really, really enjoying this theme. So, and I think the A to Z challenge that we're doing is a brilliant reminder every day to look at something new. So
they've been amazing, commenting and putting on pictures and
brilliant,
getting their stuff out. I'm very impressed.
So let's talk about dresses. So we've had a couple of questions in. How to find the perfect dress, and I'm just going to run through the 3 areas that the ladies were interested in. If you're shorter, if you've got big boobs, which a lot of us have, and how can you flatten your tummy?
Okay, let's do shorter first.
Yeah.
It's a bit difficult because it's not on a particular person, but generally, if, say, it's a plain dress, you'd have a necklace, and if you can see that I've got, so that the eye is drawn up to your face and it gives you height then. It's all tricks and it's all optical illusion. If it's patterned, you need to have the length, if you're short, at the right length, and that is, we say it's on a narrower part of your leg. So it's either across the knee or just below the knee. I'm not going to endeavour to show you my leg because it would involve some kind of manoeuvring. But if you look at your legs in the mirror, they go in and out, in and out. You want it to end on a narrower part, not a wide part. Even if you're little, it still makes a difference because it's the tiny things that make a difference. Or if you can get something that's asymmetrical, because it's not a straight line, again, it tricks the eye and they look up and it gives you the illusion of height. Okay? And or wear wedges. But we're going to come to shoes later, aren't we?
Yeah.
If you boobs. I haven't got big boobs, but I've worked with big boobs. There's a couple of necklines. A V neckline or a scoop neckline is always good. Not high because it just makes them look bigger. And in that scoop, so the space from your shoulder to the sort of mid boob or just top of your flat chest bit, what's that called? Décollage, I think it's called. Make sure that you fill that space so it's balanced. So if you've got a big space, and again, look in the mirror, you don't want to put a tiny necklace because it'll make it look bigger. So you want to do something chunky, like I've done here, and don't be afraid because it just looks great. And also then the eye's drawn to the necklace rather than the boobs. The second thing is the sleeves. So if your boobs kind of come around a little bit, can you see what I'm doing? You want to have something that's wider than the boobs so that the eye will be drawn to that bit rather than the boobs. So you want either a cap sleeve or a short sleeve, but you need to be really careful that the short sleeve isn't directly in line with your boobs because it'll just make you look really wide across the top. Okay? Mm-hmm. And what was the third one?
Third one was to flatten your tummy.
Okay. That is more the style of the dress and possibly the fabric. So there's one that's absolutely brilliant, but it doesn't come around very often. And it's a kind of a straight dress, and it's tiered. Actually, I've got one. Hold on a second. I have one in my wardrobe.
I'm loving your wallpaper, by the way. It's a brilliant.
Can you see?
Yes.
Now that, people don't believe me, but unbelievably, it will hide tummy weight.
Yeah. Because it's interesting. I was thinking about kind of what my perfect dress is, and I actually, despite my size, quite like tight-fitting kind of bodycon shaped dresses because they show my curves.
Yes.
However, the problem that I have is a lot of the fabrics are really not very flattering on that tummy bit in terms of showing you little wobbles and bits and bobs. And I find wearing kind of, not Spanx, they don't work for me, but kind of a fitted dress type, I don't even know.
I know what you mean, yeah.
Like, it's almost like a second
body.
dress. Like a bodysuit of some sort. But I find that helps just to hold me in and to give me a nice silhouette.
Okay, that's to do with the quality of the fabric. So if it's plain, and plain is very unforgiving, it shows everything, you want the quality of the fabric to be really good. So it's going to be more expensive, but it will then hang and it will skim any curvy areas. If it's plain and it's textured, you know what I mean? It's kind of got crinkly bits or textured bits on it. Then again, that will hide any lumps and bumps. So it depends on the size of your tummy. Another style is sort of like that. I think they call it tent, and it's fitted at the top and then it comes out.
Yes.
But you have to kind of rock the style, and I would definitely do a heel and then big jewelry and just own it, because it's not necessary. It's not making you look thin, but it's not. It's a certain look. Yeah. And the other one which is quite good, and depending on your waist, is 50s style. So that's fitted at the top and then it comes out. So underneath the coming out bit, it can hide a multitude of sin.
Yes, yeah.
So again, that's really good. If you've got something more fitted, like you just said, you can wear one of those bodycon things. But I really strive to help my clients not to have to wear those, because one, they're very hot.
Yeah.
They're quite constricting. It's difficult to go to the loo. And if in the event you're having a little encounter, they're not sexy. Trying to get it off. It's not good.
Yeah. Okay, so moving.
You know what I mean?
Yes, moving on. A Lady Never Reveals and all of that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Let's talk about shoes, because we've had a lot of really nice dresses posted and conversations about what shoes to wear. And I absolutely get the whole wearing flats for comfort. But I love heels. I love the way that heels feel. But I find that in the shops now, the heels are so ridiculously high. It's really difficult to find a comfortable pair of shoes that are not wedges. Any thoughts?
Okay. I was going to say wedges because you hadn't said wedges. But, I mean, wedges are good because they give you the height and they're sturdy. And they're also comfortable. You don't have to do a high shoe, but you can get something in between. And I think they're doing a lot more, and it's where you go. Don't shout at me yet. Clarks.
Yes,
I love Clarks. Really great, comfortable shoes, and their styles are so modern now. They do tend to be a bit expensive, but they are good. The other one I'd say is Marks and Spencer's. Again, don't hit me. They've again got some really modern styles, not too expensive and comfortable, and nobody generally asks you where you get your shoes. So, and you can always lie. Okay, okay, Bennett, darling. The other one that I think do good shoes are Jones the Bootmakers. They're very good, and Office. I would always look in at. So they're like, you might be afraid to go in the store because you think it's a bit too modern and too young and too trendy, but they do great shoes. And you've got more of a choice, and they will do something that's not as sky high, but something that's comfortable that can easily be worn.
I find also New Look quite good.
Yes, I've written down New Look. Yeah. New Look.
But it is difficult if you're not used to heels to kind of get. I sometimes think, is it the comfort thing or is it more confidence? Because I think when you're overweight, you often want to make yourself smaller. And that includes kind of, you know, I'm already 5'11", so I don't know why I enjoy wearing heels as much as I do. But I think sometimes it's more of a confidence thing of not wanting to stand out too much.
Yeah. Your comfort has to be first, because if your feet aren't comfortable, it shows on your face and you can't really enjoy yourself. But I would say that there are definitely, I've had clients come to me and they've said they've got terrible feet and they can't do this and can't do that. And I say, I'll find you shoes. And luckily, little prayer sometimes, I find them shoes. Check out the shops that I've just said before, and you will be surprised. And I'd ask the assistants, because they're there, they've put all the shoes out, say I'm looking for something that's not too big a heel, it needs to be comfy, da da da, and they'll be able to help you sort of, you know, cut through rather than you looking and getting despondent and just walking out.
Do you think, and this has just popped into my head, do you think when we go shopping we should go shopping with a list or a real clear idea of what we want, rather than just browsing and being kind of drawn in by the way that stuff is on the shelves or on mannequins?
Yes, it depends on your lifestyle. It depends what gap you've got in the wardrobe. One of my tricks that I do is I don't like the shops. I don't like the sales. I go at the end of the sale. But if I see something in the sale, say, but it's a winter thing, I will still buy it, even if it's August. And the top tip is at the end of August, they'll do sales, or even now, it's August now, isn't it? God, I can't believe it. They will do winter things and get them. So you must get it if you see it. But if you know what suits you and you know what you're looking for, you know the colours, it's really helpful, because then you can get those things out of season in the sale and you've got them ready for when that time comes around. Because if you say get boots then, when it's actually boot season, they're all expensive, you know, and they can be really expensive. But that helps. So when you're looking, you can be thinking, oh, I think I've got a little gap, I need that. And then I would I'd try it on, and if there's a little inkling that it's not right, don't buy it, because there'll be something technically that you might not know that's not right, and you'll never then wear it, or you'll always feel a bit funny every time you wear it. If you put it on and you love it, I would definitely get it.
Yeah. Do you have clients that tell you about kind of buying clothes too small in the hope that they'll slim into them?
I try to. Don't do that. Don't do that. Why torture yourself?
Yeah.
Size 6, you know, put it in the cupboard, give it to your daughter. There's no point. I've had to let go of things, you know, and I love them, but I'm not going to make that much effort to get back into them. So that's what keeps me at the same size. People will take half a stone, and that's what motivates me, really. So I wouldn't say that, because it just, you know, it's a bit soul destroying, isn't it? Because you're always thinking, oh, I can't have that because I've got to get into that thing. Yeah. Give it to somebody who's it's the right size for, and go and buy yourself something else.
Okay. How do we find a perfect pair of jeans?
Oh, hold on, I just have to go. It is tricky. It is tricky. I recently discovered Next jeans, and they are brilliant. And I've gone from somebody who's very tall and slim to somebody who's short and quite round, about size 18, 20, and we've got the same kind of jeans. And they've got some, I've got to try and I think I wrote it, because we've got J for jeans coming up. They're vintage, what were they? Modern vintage from New Look. And they're unbelievably stretchy and fantastic. So they suit a lot of body shapes. But the other thing you want to look at is the pockets on the back, and see if the pockets are big enough to fill that back space. Because if you've got a lot of space and tiny pockets, it just makes the space look bigger, i.e. your bottom. And we generally don't want that. The other thing I would say is try the supermarkets, because a lot of my clients have said they've got jeans or jegginy things from the supermarkets at bargain prices, and they seem to have got it right. You know, they're not, well, they do them in different colours and different styles, So I would definitely look in the supermarket. Asda are good, Sainsbury's, not so much Tesco. It's more, people tell me more Asda and Sainsbury's are really good. What else would I say for jeans? If you found some that, you know, a brand that fits you, normally I say don't get 2 pairs, but maybe do, and get, or maybe a different color, but always try them on, because there's a little bit of difference between, even if they're exactly the same size on the label, there'll be a little bit of difference.
Yeah.
And perhaps go for higher waisted, tend to fit better.
Yes.
And then don't fall down, and you don't get any, you know, bits of overhang or anything. Yeah.
Yes, we did talk about that earlier on. Okay, so bikinis. So we've had Liza on holiday in Portugal, showing us a lovely photo of her in a stunning bikini. And I think all of the ladies in the clubhouse want to know how they can rock a bikini. I guess first, choose one that suits their shape, and secondly, have confidence to walk around half naked.
Okay. Choosing one to suit your shape is a bit difficult, because they're all going to be different shapes and sizes. But I saw that question, and I thought, if it's patterned, it will hide little lumps and bumps. I think the older you get, the wider the sides of the bikini you need to have. And the style at the moment is the big pants, which is great, and the little top. If you need to have it well fitting, and also the quality of the fabric again. If it's thin, it's going to show everything. If it's a bit thicker, it's going to sit better and actually pull you in a bit, because it's Lycra. I love the comment by somebody who find the person who invented Lycra and shoot them. And what else can I say as a general? I personally wouldn't pay a fortune, because they get wrecked. If you go in the sand, if you go in the sea, if you go in the swimming pool, they get wrecked. But actually Debenhams do some really good ones.
I've recently bought some from Debenhams, and I got them in the sale. So I think I ordered 3 or 4 sets, and 3 out of the 4 were really good, and they were really cheap.
Yeah,
so
and I would buy them now.
Season.
Yeah, buy them now, so that if you're going on holiday, you won't get bikinis from August till the end of December, but January, bizarrely, they'll come back in. So, and again, if you've got all your good basics, collection of clothes, when you need to replace, you can just gently look around, and you haven't got to panic and buy something you don't really like. Let me think what else I said for swimwear. Land's End do different body lengths. So they do shorter body length and longer body length. And if you want to have a bit more space in the width, go for a longer body length. That might help. And just look, and if it's comfortable, it has to be comfortable again, and like bright, wild colours. And if you're a bit self-conscious, just do a little wrap around your bottom half while you're walking up and down. And then again, just rock it. Or the other thing is either get a spray tan, or get, I shouldn't say sunbeds, but sometimes I have a cheeky one. And I do a bit of fake tan on the bottom half of my legs. If you're very white, I think it does look a little bit better tanned. So covers it. So
or even a little bit of bronzer.
Yeah, a little bit of bronzer, anything that makes you feel good. And then just big sunglasses, hat.
Yeah.
Do a Joan Collins, rock it down the beach.
Brilliant. Okay, so what else have I got on my list? Okay, so this is a question from Liza actually that come in. And it was about dressing for your shape. I guess the question she's asking is, should we dress for our shape, or should we say, look, this is the size we are, these are the clothes that I enjoy wearing, even if they break all of the styling rules, but I just love them. You know, should we just throw caution to the wind and wear what the hell we want to?
I'd say it's a bit of a combination of both. It depends with the styling and the styles that suit you, it's to do with your proportions, and it's balancing up your proportions so that you look the best you can, and the items that you wear would then trick the eye that somebody's looking at you to make you look hourglassy, because that's the ideal, somebody decided, shape, but it's most balanced. So I do a combination of that and wear what makes you feel good, because like I said before, if you're happy, you're confident, you're having a good time, you know, it makes the world better, isn't it? And you're happier. It's fine. One of my other little rules that I tend to put into place is, if you've got something baggier on the top, have something fitted on the bottom. And if you've got something wider on the bottom, have something more fitted on the top. And then you don't look either too all fitted or too blocky. So they could take that into consideration.
Yeah. Okay, so that's kind of all of the questions that I've got, really. And I think there's a lot of information in there for women to kind of watch this back and to really kind of start thinking about their their wardrobes. And I know that we've put the checklist, the kind of audit kind of forms that you
created. Yeah, have you done those? Yeah.
So I think some of the ladies have made a start of them. So they're stored in the Facebook page, and they'll be on our website as well for women to kind of have a look at and to start that process. So we've got a session booked, haven't we, in a couple of weeks' time. And Gay is going to come and have a look at my wardrobe and give me some advice about kind of how I should be shopping. And we are going to go and do some shopping together, which is really exciting. So I'm looking forward to that. So Gay, you've put together a very special offer for the Clubhouse ladies. Do you want to explain what that offer is?
Yes, I've got it written down here. I'm guessing that most of you are far away from me. If anybody was, I live in Worthing, West Sussex. If anybody's near, they're welcome to come to me and we can do one-to-one, okay? But otherwise, it's more likely that we would be doing something online, which is what I've done with the wardrobe diet. I've put it online. So if you want to sign up for that, and we're saying till the end of August, it would be £127. And with that, you'll get your personalised colours. You have to send me photos and pictures and things. Personalised colours, your personalised styles for your jackets, trousers, skirts, tops and dresses. And oh no, hold on, that's a bit. And no, yes, and I would give you, usually you have to buy these as well, but I'm going to throw this in as well. This is usually worth £30, and you get all that information on a little key ring. I'm just going to try and show you here. So you get your colours, and this is double-sided. Can you see? Can I see? There.
That's it. That's
it. So the colours there, and these are all your best colours, which I analysed from looking at your pictures. And then here you've got your best styles for dresses, tops, skirts. I'm not very good with the camera. Jackets and trousers. And then if you had anything, so you say you've got a bigger bust, I give you a little thing called Just For You. Or if you're very tall, we give you little things like that. So it's a really bespoke information specifically for you. And then the next step in it is how to sort your wardrobe using that information. And the final step is how to do shopping, again using that information and from what you've done in the wardrobe. I'll also give you a free copy of the Wardrobe Diet book. Normally people have to buy it to get that discount, but I'm going to give you a free copy. And I think that's it.
Yeah, great offer. So I mean, I'm really glad that we've managed to do this Q&A at the beginning of the month, because we've still got a lot more to come from our A to Z challenge, and you're going to be around in the Clubhouse to answer questions, which is fantastic.
Yeah.
So Gay, I just want to say thank you. I'm really looking forward to our meeting and our shopping. And I really feel like this month is really going to help a lot of the women to feel confident and to find themselves again. There's been a lot of comments of women that saying, you know, this month has made them realise that clothes have become functional and they want to find the love again. So I just want to say massive thank you on behalf of all of the ladies and myself. And for anybody that's watching this webinar that isn't part of the Clubhouse is our online running club. It's the only online running club specifically for plus size women. And as well as being a running club, we deal with health and happiness across the piece. So you may be thinking, why are we talking about clothes? But actually the Clubhouse is all about empowering and inspiring women to live the healthiest, happiest versions of themselves. So if you'd like to join, it costs just £59 for the year, and we would love to have you on board. So once again, thanks for joining us.
Pleasure, absolute pleasure.
And I'll speak to you soon.
Yes.
Bye, ladies.
Bye.